Hi, Leos. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina, and we have the offering, the pilgrim, the shaman, the sustainer, the lover, the one, and the creator. Leos, this energy feels it feels, I don't know. Honestly, I feel anxious. Is what it feels like. I feel anxious. But also positive. You know what I mean? Like the creator, the sustainer, the lover. This is the idea, Leo, is that you are creating something that you can actually sustain. And my thought goes to this read that I did like a couple of years ago, I want to say, but it's just this idea of um, like Leos, we're playful, and we are prideful, and we are leaders. And so a lot of times to us, like when we enter into a relationship, we don't really fuck with people who don't challenge us because like why? You know what I mean? Like if you're just gonna like flit around and be, like a petty person, like I don't have time for you. You know what I mean? Like I need people who are like, I'm ready to like do things and build things because I'm gonna challenge you, and I'm gonna, like grow, and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna do, and you know what I mean? Like Leos, we need that stimulation. Because those are the types of relationships that we can sustain. Those are the types of relationships that sustain us. You know what I mean? And I feel like you are entering into a relationship, with somebody who you're able to really sustain a passion with. Whether that's, like maybe all of the passions, you know what I mean? But like I do kind of get the feeling that there's something that you're passionate about, that you love, that you can sustain. Or there's a person who you are passionate about, who you're in love with, and you think this is a relationship that I would actually be able to sustain. I can create in this. Because you can't create in a toxic environment. You just can't. You know what I mean? Like, you need to have someplace safe to like really like expand your creativity, because otherwise what, like you're just sharing your ideas with people who are gonna like take them and bastardize them, you know what I mean? And it's like you don't want to do that. Like you need to be in a safe environment where you know that your ideas have room to grow and expand. And that means being with someone who is about growth and expansion, and who's about protecting your process and sharing in that process and challenging that process and developing in that process. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's just this um but Leos, I feel like there's this idea of something that like you need to let go of. And I feel like that was in our last read too, of just like finally really letting go, like making a decision. And I feel like maybe like that's what's happened here, is that like this is kind of all a result of you letting go of something. Because once you let go, that's when I think your opportunity to journey into this next level of life really like occurs. It's like I feel like there's this, and I'm off. You know what I mean? Like, and like, and here we go. You know what I mean? Like the doors are just opening. But let's see what else we can get here for my Leos. I really do feel like this underlying sense of like anxiety. Leos, I don't know why. Let's find out. I feel like this is more the same. The Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, Queen of Swords, and Temperance. Yeah, like it's time for me to take my good and go, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to find my balance. Like again, the shaman is the idea of, letting one thing go, because if you cling to one experience in life, then you're missing out on the entirety of the experience. And I feel like there was this idea of you clinging to one experience and missing out on the entirety of your experience. And now you're like, okay, got it, good to go. You know what I mean? Like, let's do this. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Or I'm sorry, Two of Wands. How about that? Partnership. I wonder, Leos, like if you aren't partnering with someone in life who you like end up falling in love with. Like you work with this person, but you love this person. I don't know that it'll be that way for all of my Leos, but I just kind of I feel like the Two of Wands is a partnership. The Two of Wands, the creator, the sustainer, and the one, to me, really, like this Two of Wands falls right into this little happy pillow of togetherness and creativity and love. And so I feel like there's a partnership. The moon, the Knight of Swords, and strength. Well, Leos, that's us. So I had somebody who I was talking to the other day about, like the idea of strength and like there's just this mentality of like, I don't, like, it's not a compliment to be told that you're strong, right? Like, it's like, do you think that I did this on purpose? Like my soul is not strong because I decided to go to the spiritual gym and work it out. It's because I got dragged through the ringer and I had to build up the strength to do it. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's just kind of this idea of like, you have the strength to go in the direction that you want to go in. But you're really just kind of having to follow your intuition toward like what it is that you're anticipating. I mean, the Knight of Swords is this like call, like I hear the call, it's time for me to go, but like I just got to kind of figure out how exactly it is that I'm going in that direction, which feels strange. Okay, let's get clarifiers. You could be on either side of the story. These are general reads. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. The King of Swords, Judgment, and the Star. Well, I mean, Leos, I feel like this is really a decision that's made to bring healing to something. Let's get more clarifiers. Because I mean, that could be a decision to bring healing to I want to say your vibe attracts your tribe. And when you follow your passions, when you light up, right? When you're like, this is what makes me happy and this is what gives me meaning. And this is, I feel like there's this idea of like, once you've made a decision about like a direction that you want to take in your life, then it's almost as though like that calls your tribe into you, I feel like maybe where there was confusion about what it is exactly that you were doing or what it is exactly that you stood for in the past, like that's no longer a question. And so now it's almost like your tribe appears. The Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. I want to say, Leos, make sure that you mind your boundaries. Don't let this like newly acquired light that you shine attract the people who will feed off of you. The people who will try to manipulate you, the people who will try to, I don't want to say like come up off of you, but like basically, you know what I mean? Like there are going to be people who are like on your team because they believe in this, it aligns with them, they're passionate about it, and then there are going to be people who want to align themselves with you. I feel like this is just kind of a like be practice discretion. Don't let just anyone in. I feel like there might be stragglers, and Leo's like I know this is going to sound like a really shitty thing to say, like a really judgmental thing to say, but you are allowed to be exclusive in your relationships. People like people leech off your energy. People will try to weasel their way in, and you are allowed to say, I will allow this person in, but not that person. And if people can't respect that boundary, if people can't you know what I mean? Like if they're just gonna come in and drain you of your energy, and there's somebody who's saying, well, you just should just let them, they're not doing any harm, they're not da 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 da, and you know what this person is bringing to your table, then kick them both out. Do not be afraid to be seen as judgmental. This is your era for healing, and you are allowed to not keep negative energy around you. Period. End of story. No. No way in hell. Like, you can keep your nasty and your nasty little ass friends way the fuck over there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what you're saying, though. You're like, this is my house. This is my life. This is my dream. And if you think you're going to feed off of it, you can go ahead and fuck yourself. Door's already closed. No. Mm-mm. you which feels like a pretty negative, like, huh, to all of this, like, love and sustaining, but like also you have at the bottom of the deck here the bridge, and it's like, do not build your bridge on a faulty foundation, Leo. And when you start letting people come in they don't sit right with your soul, and you let them in, that's a crack in your foundation. And you're trying to sustain something and create something that's not going to be a faulty foundation. And you're going to trust. Do not, I feel like that was in the last read too, of just having somebody who wanted to come in and they wanted to manipulate you and they wanted to tell you the direction that you needed to go and how you needed to do it and who you needed to let in, like on this, or, like what relationship or project or idea, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of this like I just want to say, like, I don't care how much you love this person, if they come at you with this idea of like it's your job to take care of your community, like, and you're over here and you're like, no, I'm trying to build something, for like to rebrand the idea of community. You don't get to like tell me that I have to adhere to your construct of it. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those ideas of like, but I feel like this person will be understanding of that, Leos, because if not, they wouldn't be the one. You know what I mean? Like, if not, then they wouldn't be someone who you would want to be creating with in the first place. And it may be that it's not this person who's bringing this outside energy to your table, but like either way, I feel like you are existing in a world that is like, no, I got it mapped out, and planned out, so that people couldn't sneak in with their half truths. So keep your half truths elsewhere, because I will see right through them. You know what I mean? And Leos, I think that goes for all of you. Like, I don't know, there's no room for half truths. There's no room for frenemies. There's no room for giving my energy to people who don't like. I wouldn't have given these people access to my energy before. Why the fuck would I do it now? You know what I mean? Like, there's just this very, like, coming in with strength and trusting your intuition, because you know that you have something that you're doing. And whatever it is, it's going to be amazing and full of love and full of life and full of creativity. And it's going to be something that can sustain itself. But isn't that the beauty of building on a solid foundation? Okay, Leos, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you're interested in booking a personal read, the link is in my bio. Those are an hour long, and we dive more into your own personal, like energy and what's going on with you specifically. These are general reads. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. And yeah, otherwise, please, please, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.